As for the Sunday night game in Baltimore, particularly after the way the game ended with the Steelers hanging on to the victory, Ravens had to have this one. Drake May and the Pats 3-0 under the bright lights in prime time. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. This was vintage. Out the gate, right down the field, 2.5 minutes. There goes Derrick Henry. It's 7-0. Baltimore looking like would see the best version of them. Leading 7-0, there goes Henry again. He's got the first down, but this has been a problem all year. Henry, for the third time this season, has lost a fumble, ties his career high. So instead of going in, potentially up 2 scores, here comes May, and that's just stealing as he flips it to Hunter Henry. The game is tied at 7. 2 minutes left in the first half. Baltimore is driving. There goes Lamar, and as he hits the deck, you'll see that left knee in the back rib area, and he heads to the locker room and was ruled out. That means it's Snoop Huntley. But this is a very capable and competent backup. Had a big win for them earlier this year against Chicago, you'll recall. This play initially ruled out looking for Nuke Hopkins, but DeAndre asked if they look at it. That's a great catch. This is a remarkable run on 2nd and 7. Zay Flowers, the vision, picks his way through the traffic, and the Ravens lead 17-13. Early 4th, approaching the red zone, and Henry will take it inside the 10. Gain of 22. It's Henry again, number 22. 6 more, and the lead is 11. But Baltimore, we've seen them surrender leads and double-digit leads at that. And this throw and catch are just spectacular. It's Kyle Williams on the receiving end as May, for the first time in his career, is over 300 passing yards. Couldn't drop it out of the sky more perfectly than that. And Williams secures it. Patriots go for 2. Get it. 3-point game. It's a 3-point game. May climbing in the pocket, looking deep for Kayshon Boutte. That's a catch. No, it's not. That's got to be PI. Somehow, no, it's not. I mean,
what are we doing?
That's a penalty. They didn't call it. Now on 4th and 2, May looking for Stephon Diggs after Baltimore had dropped what would have been a pick on 3rd down. This toss nearly deflected, but Diggs, who had 9 catches and 138 yards, extends the drive. Now it's Ramondre Stevenson. With Travion Henderson out with a head injury in this game, it's Stevenson for 21 and the touchdown. And now that double-digit lead is gone. So Huntley's got to engineer a touchdown drive. Hits Flowers, who puts on the brakes, but that allows pressure from the backside to get home. You see K'Lavon Chasen hits it. Marcus Jones is on it. And the Patriots come all the way back and get the victory. Tim Hasselbeck is with us. Significant both ways. Yeah. Patriots are a playoff team. Baltimore is now in big trouble as another lead gets away. In terms of what the Patriots did well and how they give their guy a chance, May, to be safe in the pocket and then climbing it where you said he's ruthless.
Yeah, he's amazing. Look, it's easy for me to say good things about Drake May. He's that type of player. Now, I will say this. I think we got to give credit to New England and how they're coached. Here's a good example. You see all these teams, these defenses, that want to walk 2 linebackers up into the A gaps. That's what Baltimore is doing here. Now, so New England is going to come into the game with a plan. They're going to say, okay, we're going to take Ramondre Stevenson, and we're going to walk him way up there. And the reason is because when you do this, your offensive line is going to slide the protection, meaning it's going to start with the center. So the center is going to slide that way, and he would be responsible for the linebacker that's walked up into that gap, which means Stevenson would have the other one. Now, what's going to happen at the snap is both of these linebackers are going to bail out of there. You see it. So they bail out. And when these linebackers bail out, you see Stevenson scan. He ends up scanning to the edge rusher. And because of that, look at the time May has. 2nd and 8, he ends up hitting Diggs and ends up being a first down. Why I point that out is this. These double A gap pressures, you see people do it, whether it's Minnesota, whether it's Baltimore, and it drives people crazy. They have a hard time picking it up. Well, New England not only had a plan for picking it up, But then, like, the wrinkle off of it that Baltimore had, New England was ready for it. And Stevenson was like, yep, okay, that guy doesn't come. I'm going to scan out here. It gives May time in the pocket. And next thing you know, that's a drive that they score the game, go-ahead winning touchdown.
A lot has been made this season about New England's schedule and the fact that they faced some backups. And in this game, they end up facing Huntley for the second half. Fine. You're down 11 against a team that has to have it on its home field, and you come back in the manner in which they did, erasing the deficit, then forcing a fumble to end this game. What does it say about who they are and what they will be, Tim, in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, on the road, magnitude of the game, those types of things, can kind of feel like those things are important for you going forward. I would just say this. I also think for a young quarterback, the ability to control the game is a little bit what I was saying to you as we were watching it. It looks easy to Drake May. Like, he looks unfazed.
Always.
The really good quarterbacks, the really good quarterbacks, especially in systems where they're asked to do a lot, which he is in New England, they have more control over the game than college quarterbacks do. Because you get up there, you're packaging plays, so you're getting your team into the right one. You're adjusting more protections. You're maybe at more freedom to signal a route that you want. All of those different things. And so I think it's important for the team, but I also think it's important for the team to see Drake May take control of the game the way that he did.
He just seems unbothered and unimpressed by himself at all times. We were talking about this upstairs as one of three, right? Like, he's the baby brother, and they're all good athletes. Like whatever, dude. And he's going to be the best of the bunch. They're chanting MVP on the road. And then Baltimore is the other side of this. Like, there's the Chiefs, they're done. There's the Lions, who we're going to get to in a second. And there's Baltimore. There are teams that all season long I stubbornly was like, they'll be all right.
Yeah.
They're not all right, Tim.
Well, you had company with me saying it because of the track record of the coach, track record of the quarterback. Lamar just didn't seem right this year. If I'm just, calling it like it is, just in terms of it was the hamstring injury or whatever else was bothering him, just didn't seem right. He is normally the scariest player when things break down, and he's going to either take off and run or create. Just didn't see enough of that, this season from them.
And what's ironic about the play where he gets injured is it's a play where in the years past he might have looked to get outside or whatever, and it felt like this year he was giving up the plus play. Sure. Just, all right, I've gotten this. Let me just get down on the ground. He's trying to get down on the ground, but in the process of doing that, you'll see Woodson's left knee seems to get him there in the back in the rib area, and that was it.
And that's why it's a weird game in that. Look, there's no real right way to do it. Do you slide feet first, because that's usually when you get hit up high and back of your head hits the ground.
Happened to Stroud.
Yeah, do you go head first? It's hard to protect yourself, but when you're a player like Lamar, sometimes it's just like, look, it's just the nature of your game that you scare people by your ability to run.
Baltimore's now in big trouble. There's still a path, but it's going to require a lot. Meanwhile, May looking very much like an MVP candidate, and in his second year ascending